Alright. I don't even remember where we left off yesterday. Right. So we're getting close to the 10 million space. I thought of something last night that I wanted to test. So we have this... We have the new resource, the Force Spark. This is energetic. And if you remember a little while ago, we were unlocking some artifacts. Yeah, so this splashes energetic resources on a spell crit. Requires 8, wait. Okay, so let's see. Artifact capacity comes from... What does this do? It just says I have 6. We did want to start researching Artificer. Is that going to automatically give me... It gives me effect levels, power... Doesn't directly give me capacity. Yeah, I wanted to go ahead and do this soon because it costs wood, so the more I level other things up, the more this is gonna cost, I think. Wow, I've really increased mental a lot. We should probably start investing in something else in a minute. We need 1 billion. We're getting close. Now this cost went down. It used to be like 2.2 billion. I'd like to know what that's about. Alright, so let's get rid of that. Study world. Looks like it was about to finish. Let's do some elemental. Oh yeah, we can afford to really level this up. So we're earning... We can spend about 100,000 there, and I don't know how much there, but... Oh yeah, we can... Requires mastery. It'll level up in a second. Oh wait, this isn't spending mana. It's spending Psi and Spark. Okay, so... Psi... That's about as much as I want to spend, and the Spark looks like... Yeah, that's probably a good level. Alright, we'll let it sit on that for a while. Okay, so artifact capacity. We got inventory is... That doesn't do it. Tools... artifact power, no. Materials. This looks like that's an alchemy related thing. I'll look at that later. We've got generators here. I do want to get generators. Was that probably unlocked because we got this Druidic Talisman. Empowered Roots. Improves the size of all trees. Yeah, I still don't know what the different stats do, but I think size is, can we see? Yeah. So the plan was to destroy this fruit tree to open up more slots. This looks like it's ready. Maybe as soon as this finishes, we can destroy this. Looks like I can only do, yeah, I can only do the one action at a time, so... yeah, goodbye, fruit tree. Maybe we'll see you again later. And then... now these are recovering sequentially, so eventually I'll be able to get more. I think we're just gonna stack a bunch of oak trees for right now, try to get some wood to fund. Wait, what does this thing cost? This thing costs wood, yeah. So get some starter wood to fund some passive wood income. I don't know, maybe this isn't worth it because I don't have Druidry 6, so the costs are lower. I don't know, we'll figure it out. Let's go ahead and do Gather Space 2. And... looks like I got some skill to spend. Let's go to Artificer. I'm gonna throw this into, it's crafting speed. Ooh. Building resource quality. Okay, that's actually kind of a huge deal. Let's buy a ton of levels of that. So that's gonna make all the things I spend wood on cost less wood. Efficient collection. Right, so this I need to get Artificer level 2 so I don't have to spend a billion paper on it. Advanced construction. Okay, this doesn't actually take that much. Looks like it probably cost 1,000 and then my quality has decreased it. Alright, let's go back to Agromancy, see if any of this stuff is ready. Is this ready to harvest? Peel bark. Okay, shoot, man, I wanted to try so many different things. Oh, it also lowers this cost. That's cool. Okay, so I wanted to see about doing a... oh wait, this is Splash Energetic Resources. Oh, wait a minute, let's see what this does. Okay, so let's just do this standard then. What's my casting level? Level 7. This costs 330,000. No, let's do... yeah, let's just do it at max level. 2.5 million. Okay, so let's just see what one of these does. 3.9 Force Spark. Not great. So wait a minute, can I feel like if I just got one more... couldn't I just cycle these if I had 4? Just constantly cast them and get... let me see. I think I'd have to make 2 of them weak or something like that. This is for generating that stuff. Arcane Aura. Man, I need more loadouts. Okay, let me just cast this Conjure Space. So if I get rid of this, set weak, and do this. And then get rid of this. And throw a weaken. Get rid of this. Throw another regular thunderclap in. So, am I crazy? Can I just cycle these constantly now? I can just constantly cast. Okay. This slowly generates 4 spark. Gain 2 static. So I'm stacking static. What does static do? Base energetic resource rate. Oh yeah, look at my spark. My spark is just insane. Wait a minute. As long as I keep this up, I can do, wait a minute. Let me get my storm reserves up a bunch. How much is this gonna fill my resources? So it's doing base. Wait a minute, this is nuts. So I'm keeping static pretty much capped out here. This is helping with energetic resources gained too. Now we're getting like 3.72 force spark on some casts. The other thing we could do, let's take a break from casting for a second. Well, let's go spend all this spark. The other thing we could do is... Man, it's so hard to keep track of. There's just like a million different things to work on. Mental resource rate. Let me just get a bunch of capacity for right now. Some academic levels. Oh yeah, and it's stacking verdant energy too. That's a really big deal too, because I was having trouble getting this, so I can increase the capacity here. You just keep casting these. Okay, so that's just filling up the verdant energy. Generating a ton of spark still. And basically just keep investing in this. Is it generating? I don't think it's generating Arcanum. Arcanum is just a... because that's elemental. I really want to know... Can I... Let me just get a couple stacks of static. Gives me agility. Which is the cantrip cooldown speed. So another thing I could do is I could cycle in... I could probably cycle in some other spells with this too. Like I could run... because I have 5 slots. I could run a couple of these with some other maybe long cooldown spells that would get... because of the stacking up static, the long cooldowns would get reduced to nothing. Like I've got that spell that splashes paper. Dense expansion. This only costs 2. Also gives me spatial affinity. Which, as I stack it up, gives me spatial resources gained. Okay, which is good, right? Because if I can cast a whole bunch of it at once, then it just makes this splash even stronger. So what if I run... Let's get rid of this. Let's throw another weak thunderclap in. Let's level these up, by the way. Okay, so I should be able to run a weak dense expansion. This has a cooldown of 38 seconds. Okay, so what does this look like if I... Let's cast that one first. Yeah, see how the cooldown... Well, the cooldown is still... Cooldown doesn't drop enough to be able to cast it all the time. Get 39 paper every once in a while. Also pretty much max out my thaumaturgy that way. Let's just do that. Wonder if I ran 2 of these. I could like alternate them. I just generate so many resources. Okay, let's switch to this because I want to do some cheap purchases here. Let's go world, druidry. Okay, so we can buy an absolute ton of this now. I'm going to do it with the massive cost reduction. Let's do this with cost reduction. Okay, so that's everything. Let's do another one of these with cost reduction. I like how I'm not doing any of the things that I came in here thinking I would do. Just dropped instantly into this new mode. All right, let's build a bunch of trees. And then I still didn't peel this, right? Okay, so I was also looking at do I have any more loadout? Let's open this up. I want to get rid of this spell so I can use this loadout for something else. Spellbook, spells, level. Okay. So conjure life. Okay, we don't need that. Wait, gain 2 seconds of building production. What does that mean? Building... Wait. Generate supply. What? Oh, like production of building resources. Okay. Well, we can't use that spell effectively anyway. What I wanted was energetic resources. Which I thought we had something. That's cantrip spell power. This is spatial resources gained. That splashes them. Maybe I passed up on one. That's magic resources. Yeah, I must have passed up on one that did the did the energetic resources. Okay, so without a boost to them, I guess we'll just go and let's peel this bark. Okay, that gives me a good amount. Ooh, and it got refunded, so when it's refunded, it instantly does it again. That's neat. Okay, and then we go here, and we can... We could build another bark tree, but I think I want to chop down this oak tree. Okay, let's go magic, loadout. We're gonna get rid of this. Probably gonna want to buy some stuff. Okay, so this costs wood and 4 spark. I want to buy this. Natural holding. Scholar's book also hold a little natural resources. Okay, I don't... I'm not going to worry about that for right now. Let's get advanced construction. So this is going to be... Get resonator. Harvest agromancy cost. Interesting. Paper mill, parchment resources gained. It's great, except need to have the generation of these resources first, I think. Okay, so not too much exciting from that. Okay, let's do a max buy of this. Okay, so now we're actually looking at some decent income. 25 per second of wood. This is a generator. Let's do another skill capacity. Okay, so if we go to world and look at this new aspect slot, we need 1,000 water and 40 control. We're gonna need to learn flow, which requires 4,000 of these. Okay, I think we're still a little bit off from that. So I'm gonna do one of these, I think. And let's get some urns of holding as well. Spatial, natural, and essence resource caps. Oh, base spatial resource rate. Oh yeah, we need a ton of this. I don't know why this is so low. Just cap these out. Do a max buy on that. Let's do another one on this. Okay, I never figured out how to host the larger artifacts. It looks like this... Oh, this cost has gone down because of woodworking, right? 94,000. Yeah, so I need a ton of this next time I fill up on skill. Let's actually just do one minor purchase right now. And maybe we'll get some clear cutting as well. Workshop cost. I feel like this weave agromancy thing has been in... It's been a element of the game since I started playing, and I still have no idea what it is. Like, none of these are weaves, right? Oh, wait, that's a weave agromancy. Okay, wait a minute. Energize. Wait a minute, okay. Wait, planting is a weave agromancy. What? Okay, so all planting types are weaves. That's a harvest. So creating a new thing is what weave is. It's like turning it into a different type of tree or planting a new tree. That's a harvest. Okay, so weave agromancies are Planting new things or converting them into new types. This is a harvest. This is a gathering. Okay. Gathering is for plants. Harvest is for trees. Utility, gathering. Okay, well, now that I know what weave is, let's take a look at these again. Life Weaver. Weave growth size, weave agromancy cost. Sure. Let's just get a bunch of levels of that. We know plot size is good, so I might as well pick up some of those. Don't really need that right now. Size of trees. I don't really want to spend those resources right now. And I can't afford any more of this. Okay, so I've actually got a fair number of oak trees now. When this is done planting, I should probably start harvesting some of these. Let's level up some of this arcane stuff. Get more space for it. Definitely more elemental shaper. I need a lot of this. Oh, I think some things are echoing occasionally, so I might as well get some of that too. More space for storm, sure. Agility, why not? Okay, wizard's aura. Looks like we can afford a couple of these. So my mana regeneration is falling way behind. I can hold 1.77 billion mana, but I'm only recovering 1 million per second. Gained... Huh. Get a bonus from achievements. Have I even seen achievements yet? Get base from... Yeah. I mean, all of these help, right? Resilience, attunement, infused mana. Okay, we're gonna have to come back to that. I want to harvest some trees for wood. Let's go ahead and get started. Oh, look at that. Wait, why was that so fast? Huh. Makes you faster, but less efficient. So I don't really need to level this up until things are slow. What would cause things to be slow? 'Cause that's a really fast, maybe leveling up the plot size? All right, well, we're just stacking up things here. Let's go ahead and get some points in Artificer. I want to get at least 2 of these so I can see if the capstone at level 4. Let's see if I can get enough wood by harvesting this. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that's Artificer level 2. Here's Attunement Mastery. This gives me +4 artifact capacity. Okay, so that's basically where I want to go with this. That's going to allow me to use that energetic conductor, whatever it's called. And then I'll be able to see if that generates a reasonable amount of Force Spark when I get critical casts. So this one minute basically takes me 2 minutes to recover enough plots to plant a tree. So I can only harvest a tree every 2 minutes. Maximum. How does that get sped up? I have absolutely no idea. Get some empowered roots, I guess. I'm gonna spend a bunch of my Force Spark on it, but tree size. I can peel the bark off of this again. Hey, the mastery leveled up on that. Looks like I can now afford to generate another concept, so let's go do that. We know that if we use this loadout, we can do an insane amount of psi. $11.8 Force Spark. Wait, why am I generating so much Force Spark now? 12 per cast, 35 on that cast because it was a crit. That's a pretty large amount. Let's go to Wizardry. Get some more Storm Forging, I guess. Oh, that was a... Nope, that's fine. Throw in some paper there. Only 16 paper per cast of Dense Expansion. Looks like this is capping out too, though. Alright, we're already capped on this. Let's go to Concepts, Discover, Contemplate. Okay, and I also capped out this. Alright, I'll look at that in a second. Study Magic. This is a reductive concept. Lowers the cost of all the wizardry stuff. That seems really good. Study Arcane. This is also reductive. Reducing Arcanist costs. Okay, definitely good, but requires a bunch of stuff to use effectively. This I can use effectively now. And obviously, this is going to affect more things. So we go ahead and get this. Next one is 1.8 trillion. So I think we still... Yeah, let's switch back over to this. Once I get some points, I'm going to do a max buyout of this at reduced costs. This is just giving me more and more natural resources, which is obviously really good. And we'll just do another buy of vigor, just so we have a little more space for the next round. Actually, I feel like just alternating between generating a ton of resources with this. I don't know. All right, let's do the... I feel like I've got like 8 things I'm trying to do, and I can't keep track of all of them, so it's just like whichever one I think of, I just go do that one. We'll chop a tree. Let's chop another tree, and then let's build a couple of these. Once this... Oh, that got refunded. Nice, so we got some extra stuff. Let's build these. Okay, so now we can sit on that for a while. Concepts. We have to actually make use of our new one, our new study magic. This is costing science thaumaturgy, so probably get up to the point where we're spending about, I don't know, a few thousand thaumaturgy per second, since we're earning 41,000. Alright, I'm gonna maybe come back to this in a second. Doesn't quite level up mastery fast enough for me. Alright, we'll come back. Okay, what's next? Let's do another level of Expert Artificer. This is costing 79,000. I want to get even more spirality. Let's do the same thing with physicality here. Natural holding. All right, sure. Need a lot more skill income. Construction aura. I don't really want to be spending wood on this right now, though. Because I'm so close to getting the... Yeah, I'm so close to getting an upgrade, which is potentially gonna give me a lot of force bark. Which is gonna help with all sorts of stuff. Weave cost and harvest cost. So if we go to agromancy and take a look, let's go ahead and plant another one of these. The cost is in... So it's talking about that drain, the energy per second. And the skill per second there. It doesn't really seem to be that important compared to something like the paper mill. All right, back to concepts. Let's level this up a bunch more. 2,000, maybe one more level up. And then it'll be... yeah, 6,000 per second is fine for the cost on that. Psi cost is fine. That'll continue to level up a bunch. Now these are wizardry costs, so we probably have all of these wizardry, right? Everything? Not these. These are Arcanist, but everything... it's not Storm Shaper. So everything from here up, just getting its cost massively reduced. Yeah, look at this infused mana cost. So let's do some infused mana first. We get, yeah, that's gonna help a lot with that. Let's get attunement. Need to do some Wizard's Aura. Just gonna wait for the cost reduction. I'm not so rich that I can afford to just buy these without the cost reduction from absorption here. Let's do a wisdom level. Let's get some resilience as well. I should have done the resilience instead. It looks like we're going to also need to build a bunch more auras and... yeah, Scholar's Aura in particular. Get more knowledge generation. Do a little bit more academic. Get some focus aura too, I guess. Compartmentalization. This is concept speed. Retention is concept experience. Some cheap study artifacts. Okay, do I want to go ahead and get generators? Yeah, I seem to be devoted to this passive income thing. It's probably not the most effective way to play, but I'm doing auras. I might as well do generators as well. Although, I don't know, this costs mental. Mental is, like, really, really important to me. I get Scholar 9, then I can get even more concept scaling. Maybe I hold off on generators just for a little bit. Crafting. See if there's anything new in here. So we've got artifact tools. Needs more artificer levels. Treasure trees. Reinforcement. Unlocks wooden supports. Gloves. Oh, +4 artifact capacity. Gloves are medium weight artifacts that enhance certain classifications of spells. It just doesn't sound like something I want to spend three ability advancements on right now. Oh, we've been waiting on this one forever. Parallel Minds. I forgot that this was even a thing. Yeah, this is gonna give me concept slots and a bunch more attribute development. I'm just gonna go and grab that now. I'm fine with skipping that stuff. Parallel agromancy. Oh, greater attunement right here. This gives me artifact capacity for only one. Let me just see. What does this go into? Improved artifacts. Which gives artifact capacity, upgrades, workshop effect levels, and artificer cost scaling. Yeah, all this is good. Yeah, I should have done this a while ago, I guess. Okay, so we can just get this now. And as soon as that's done, we can check out that new artifact. Well, not new, the one we've had forever that we just haven't been able to afford to put into our slots. What I really need is a bunch more auto magic tome for the aura power. Resource caps, base magic resource rate. Let's go and do a couple of harvests here. $108,000. How close are we to this one? 137,000. Maybe we can do it? Yeah, okay. Let's build one of these. Research, expert artificer. Now this innovation is going to cost 2, which we're going to have. I might as well just go ahead and do it, even though I already got the capacity from the other thing. We definitely want attunement mastery. In fact, we might just be able to add additional things in. Now cloaks. Construct resource modifying cloaks. 1.5 thousand paper. I'm thinking before I go into here and create more artifacts, right? Because these are cheap. I can probably do a bunch. I think I might want to unlock cloaks first. Just so I get more chances to see, like, exciting... Because I don't want to just get a bunch of conductors that I don't care about. Okay, I think we can raise the output level now. Right, we've still got this thing going on. Let's look at the upgrades everywhere. No, 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 no. Just flow. Okay, so... Yeah, the question is, how hard is it going to be to get 1.5 thousand paper? Well, I guess for starters... Well, this is ready, right? I need to do this. I'll come back and do that. Okay, we're gonna peel bark in just a second. Trying not to forget. And we're also gonna do artifacts, loadout. Looks like we can only do one of these. Okay. Upgrade. What does this one do? Aura power and spell cost. Alright, let's not upgrade anything yet. I want to see how good this conductor is. Okay, we said we were going to do something in agromancy here. Yeah, peel this bark. Do that right away. Okay, so we can get like a few thousand per action, looks like. Now, the question is... Let's go to this, because I can just cast spells over and over again until they crit. Now that I have an artifact up... What? How much do these cost? 12 million? Yeah, that's fine. So I want to wait until I get a crit and see. Oh, these are generating a lot of Force Spark, actually. 30 Force Spark per cast. 50. I can just keep doing this forever. Okay, that's pretty substantial. Okay, we got a crit. Did anybody see what it did though? Critical. Critical. Plus 79.6 force, but that doesn't tell me. Alright, let me just buy these real quick. We're overcapping. Yeah, we're overcapping a bunch of stuff here. Let's do storm reserves. Honestly, I don't know where the pop-up would be for the for this. So I can't tell. Okay, I guess what I have to do is let's just go create a bunch of cheap spells that I can cast quickly. What's gonna be just a bunch of gather knowledges? Maybe at low spell level or something. This has a cooldown of 7 seconds. What if I just lower this? Okay, so I'm looking for a crit. I have 6.18 thousand Force Spark. So in order to make this work, I need a lot more crits, because these... Okay, there it is. What? Almost nothing. Okay. Oh, but it could be because it's low level, right? 5-second cooldown? We can probably do that. 750,000... 6-second cooldown? Alright, let's just see what it is at max level. Need to know. Just need to get a crit first. There it is. Okay, 24 spark on a crit. Okay, so basically it's okay. I might as well keep it on, but it's not as good as just spamming these. Like spamming these and getting higher levels, I can actually generate as much force spark as I need. I should be able to, I think. And this, like, I can... This is a Storm Conjuration cantrip. So I can just continue to make this a lot more powerful. We can level up cantrips in here. Yeah, we can already afford a ton of that. That's actually probably what made it more powerful in the first place. Let me also go spend some of this psi. Yeah, I can do this. Well, I guess the thaumaturgy cost is getting up there now. Do a bunch of wizard's auras though. Oh, it looks like my costs are... Yeah, my spell costs are climbing out of control again. Alright, maybe we have to cast this at one lower level. One lower level, generates a lot less force spark. It also seems... Why can I do this just... I can do this with only 2. So, wait a minute. If I do like 2 of these and 3 dense expansions, would that be enough? Because I'm thinking if I could get... This is another cantrip. If I can just power these cantrips up and constantly cast them, that would generate paper too. All right, let's harvest some. A couple of these, maybe all of them. Yeah, let's just do all of them. And then once this finishes, I can plant. Okay, so I want to make crafting really effective first. So that's going to be that, plus we'll probably do a cast of engineering just to get the costs down. And then to make a lot of paper, I want to use one of these. Let's go to the loadout. Spellbook, loadout. Get rid of one of those because I only need one. I don't care about the aura power, I just care about the special effect, the spatial resources gained. We've got heavy, which is plus 10% special. Doubles the cooldown though, is that worth it? Probably not. Just do it at its regular level. Okay, do I want to level up? Could generate a lot more paper if I do this first. Yeah. I don't want to spend too much paper. Too much wood. I need the wood to craft with, but I should at least get... Let me just do one max buy of this at reduced costs. Yeah, that didn't spend that much of my wood. In fact, we can probably do... Let's do one more. Okay. Yeah, that's going to generate a lot more parchment resources. These are so slow to upgrade. All right, while we're waiting for that to finish, let's take a look at concepts. We can now do 2 at a time. We're doing study magic, and let's do study world as well. That's about right. Study magic is actually the highest of all of them. All right, never mind. Let's do study mind. What is this costing? Psi and knowledge? Knowledge income is actually really good. I need this to level up, so I'm going to come back to it in a minute. Is that what this does? No. Concept experience. Maybe I need to level this up. Might as well do this as well. So this is costing 7,000. Yeah, okay, that's good enough. This one, I can still level this up quite a bit, actually. It's maxed out. Ugh, should I do magic or should I do auras? Yeah, I guess we're committed to the aura path. I mean, I am getting really good passive income from a lot of this stuff, so I don't really mind. Okay, resilience. Let's get some attunement. Let's get some mana infusion too, I think. Man, I've got to get this. Look at how slow my income is. Alright, let's do this paper crafting thing. I keep putting it off. We got the paper mill, we got the craftsmanship, engineering. Yeah, I think we're good. So we're gonna go cast this. Go to crafting. This gives times 1.4 spatial resources gained. Okay, so we'll cast that. We'll do a lot of paper. All right, let's pick up cloaks. Let's pick up the develop attribute Q and speed. 28,000 paper. All right. Wait a minute. So that actually means we're going to be able to do a ton of Atomic Scrolls. Oh yeah, we're going to be able to go ahead and get the flow thing now. Okay. All right. I'm feeling a little bit better about this now. Also with paper, efficient collection. So this no longer costs extra. Base building resource rate. So this would only be for this passive wood income. That is a lot of paper to spend, though. I could basically, even if I get the cost reduction, I could do a max buy on this. You know what we need? I think we need to do analyze elemental because, oops, study world, get rid of that. It's too much. 66,000 spark per second, 232,000 psi. Let's do one less. Okay. Yeah, because this is gonna, well, no, let's just keep it up. We're gonna generate a ton of psi. Yeah, these numbers basically don't matter. Just put the max amount in. Looks like that'll drain spark completely. Yeah, okay, so one less. Keep it at 11. This is going to help me reduce the costs on infusion and stuff like that for getting more mana per second. Okay, where were we? Artifacts. Now that we've got... Ooh, interesting. Required. Okay. So now that we've got more options, including the cloak, we can do this. So it looks like they always want you to get Cloak of Casting. This is elemental resources gained, elemental quality. Okay, now let's get some random ones. Okay, so we got Amulet of Luck. Weighted Pendant. This is... Wait a minute. Tie a multiplier on cantrip spell power. If I apply this to my... This could be insane. If I apply this to my Thunderclap, because it doesn't have a cooldown time. So just increase the cost and the special effect, and the spell power would be massively increased. Definitely taking that. Amulet of Agility gives speed and casting speed. emblem max stacks. Wait a minute. What are emblems? That's not what these things are, is it? It is. Wait, that's so good. Because I can stack multiple levels of this, right? It has higher weight, but I could easily see going for high levels of expert artificer in the late game. And yeah, expert arcane level 9 isn't too insane. Yeah, we definitely take this Ogmith stone. And I can even use it a little bit at low levels. Plus 20% is already an additional 2 stacks of that cost reduction. Plus we're also using the spark one. Yeah, Ogmith stone for sure. Okay, we got Rhythm Rod. Nah, I don't really care about that. Robes of Construction gives building resources and quality. Tempered resources and quality, sure. Yeah, I'm happy to wear that. Is this a cloak? Yeah, it's a cloak. Okay, looks like costs are going out of control now. Let's throw on this one. Yeah, building resources gained and quality is really nice. We've got an additional 2. I think I care about this more than anything else. Cloaks are good. Let's upgrade cloaks once. So cloaks. Ooh, do these all cost 3? Interesting. Gives generator effect levels. Perfect. That's something I like anyway. So now we can put level 2 cloak on. Ooh, it doesn't affect building resources that much. 1.11 to 1.12. I wonder if that's because... What does this mean? Plus 5% per level. Every additional instance of this component modifies these values. Okay, so it's not showing it here because I can't level these up. Wonder if there's a way to boost that. That doesn't seem very powerful. Or maybe artifacts are just less powerful now? Last build, the artifacts were insanely powerful. Yeah, I see I've got a few people viewing. I was hoping somebody could type something in chat. Just let me know. YouTube is giving me this warning that the streams, that the primary and the backup streams aren't configured correctly. So if somebody could just let me know that everything looks good, right? Like you can see and hear everything. There's no visual mess up or anything like that. Just for my peace of mind so I know the stream is working. I'd appreciate it. No big deal. Either way. Okay, so... Wood axe. We should probably be investing more in this now. Okay, thanks guys. Appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know what's causing it to pop that little warning up, but it says that the comparison of the streams failed or something. I don't know what that means. All right, let's do mana regen now. I need this loadout. Hey, oh right, we would have to actually equip that artifact to get the max stacks. Let's do Wizard's Aura. Okay, so let me see, which artifact was that? Artifacts, loadout. It was the Ogmith Stone. Okay, so we'd be giving up aura power. Because I can't do double amulets. Maybe I could later on with the right research. And maybe I just don't care about these at all. Yeah, these aren't doing enough for me. So you have a cloak and amulet. We could level up. This is what? An arcanal amulet. So arcanal gives... Arcanist effect level? Wait. Max usage. Wait a minute. +1 cloak max usage. What does that mean? Now that's just how many I can put in. 1 max cloak equipped, 1 max amulet equipped. Yeah. That doesn't change. So that gives Arcanist effect levels. This gives aura effect levels. Alright, let's get the aura effect levels. Throw in another copy of that. Oh, right, so it's only 25.6%. Okay, so this, I'd have to actually level it up a couple more times to get any real boost out of it. I mean, it's charm spell power, I guess, but this is plus 10% per level. Slightly more effective to include multiple copies of this. Alright, so now this should cap out at 12. Get some more resilience. Yeah, it looks like 12 is the max. Getting an even steeper discount. Efficient collection. Alright, let's do one of those. And I guess we should do this. Base magic resource rate. So this is probably... I don't have any levels in this stat, so this should drastically increase my... Yeah, that's going to increase my mana rate a lot. Let's get Scholar's Books as well for the cap. Spend down some of that paper. We're going to need to do another paper craft to finally get the Thalmic Scrolls. Alright. So we got a peel bark. We'll do that. Let's chop down these trees. Then we can plant a bunch. Okay, I think I'm starting to get the hang of the agromancy a little bit. I think it's time to do this. We need 4,000 Thaumic Scrolls next. So let's go and do a big paper craft again. That's with this, right? Yeah, times 1.4. Spellbook, spells, level them all up. Okay. Okay, so we're getting thousands and thousands of paper. Go and just cancel that. Now we need to craft Thaumic Scrolls, so I want to do... Is this loadout the best thing I have? This is... It says plus 150% magic resources gained. But I could theoretically stack... I could do times 1.12 a bunch of times, right? This costs 4. So my attunement already gives plus 538% magic resources gained. So this barely does... This doesn't really do that much. I think it'd be more effective if my spellbook looked like this. Weak. Where is it? Somewhere here. Whirling Sorcery. So now we're doing times 1.12 5 times. Yeah, I think this is going to be better than using one instance of that other spell. Oops, didn't cast 4. All right. Looking pretty good. Should we go ahead and get this? Yeah, more develop speed. Suddenly I have tens of thousands of Thaumic Scrolls. Be funny. Wow, knowledge is capped out. I guess we can level wisdom a bunch. What does this spell do? Huh. I don't know why it was generating so much knowledge. Okay, well, we definitely want to get flow. Let's do that. Should we just go ahead and get the Schools of Wizardry? Yeah. Get the Thaumaturgy capacity bonus. Sure, why not? We can also do a massive upgrade to my artifacts in a second here. Automagic tomes, and we can get a bunch of capacity for everything. So let's do some levels of that. Wonder if I should do... Oh, that's probably good enough. Do those. Oh, that costs wood. I did not realize that. Okay, well, we still got a lot. Got a 12 on this. Let's go and do a max buy on the wood axe. Agromancy. We can plant a few more of these. Okay, let me level this Wizard's Aura up some more. Okay, we got transfigure to generate control. Let's go ahead and do a loadout for that. Get rid of these for now. Attunement control. Well, first of all, let's unlock another spell. This should probably give me the water one, I would imagine. Yep, Great Spring. Costs a bunch of space. Toggled. So they've changed this. It no longer boosts itself. Yeah, let's go and pick up one more spell. We got the... Okay, we got a mass power. Ooh, amassed per second. Per stack. Ooh, per stack crit rating is really good. This is a toggle, so I could potentially cast a bunch of them. Oh, but this is, building resources gained. It's a toggle. I would only need to get 4 more levels of expert wizardry to use this efficiently, and the cooldown would be lower. This is a really good spell, right? Building resources gained. Workshop develop speed. Oh, I don't know. This is a tough choice. I want both of them. This doesn't do crafting power like I thought it would. It's changed. Oh, but man, imagine casting like 3 or 4 of these and then chopping the wood. Yeah, I think we still need primary expansion charm. What does a mast do again? It's critical, right? I think I'd rather just get my base crit rating really high. Maybe we'll get this later, but yeah, I think it has to be this. Alright, let's do a couple levels of reserve. Been needing those for a while. Yeah, this is much better now. That's actually what I was missing this whole time, I think. I needed reserve levels to be able to generate the mana quickly. So now we should be able to go max output level. This costs 33 million. Okay, aspects. Right, so we need water. Let's get rid of this tab. This was just for testing. We want the spring is here. Okay, let's just cast all 3 because we're going to need to wait for the cooldowns anyway. Okay, that should be enough water. Let's check out... Here we go. Alchemy lab. Finally made it to alchemy. That wasn't too bad. Learn transmute. Oh man, look at my knowledge. What is going on? Unfortunately, I want to keep these going. So I can't really spend all of it on anything right now. Bulk development. Tributes develop 2 levels at once. Yes, please. I will take that. Peaceful focus. Focus aura effect? Yeah, sure. Okay, what else are we doing here? So this is upgrade transfigure. We'll worry about that in a second. Oh my gosh, there's so much stuff going on. Urn of expansion effect? Yeah, why not? Automagic control. Automagic tome effect. Requires 10,000 of those. Definitely something to get soon. Okay, so we can start producing new alchemies. Oh, this water goes forever. 105 seconds. Only has a 38-second cooldown. Might as well get all the water I can out of this cast. And then we'll, Okay, so transmute knowledge. Okay. 1,000. So that's another required one. Okay, I think it's a good time for a break. I'm gonna give myself 5 or 10 minutes to stretch and get some water and stuff, and then we'll come back and deep dive into this alchemy stuff. See you guys in a few. All right, let's get alchemizing here. So, transmute knowledge level 1. Loadout. Throw this on. Capacity. Okay, so this isn't costing anything, but the mastery is going up. I think I read that this is a patch. It used to be that if you were capped out, it wouldn't, Does it go up fast? Ooh, it does go up faster. Wait, so you can kind of cheat then. If you max out the resource, And you can level it up fast without paying the cost. Alright, well, we can get that up to level 1, and then we can buy this. Looks like the mastery level just goes up and doesn't do anything. This would be producing 1.42 million per second. Ooh, wait a minute. $48 million. Multiplying the knowledge gained is interesting. So it's like it works with the auras. Like if your auras are stronger than this, then you still want to alchemize. Interesting. Okay, learn. So we got alchemist, alchemic command, control capacity, essence resources gained. That is expensive. Control capacity, 2.75k. This goes up to... Okay, so that's quite a bit. My capacity must be increased by a lot. I guess we're losing a little bit here. Oh, negative 1,000, so it's like to the negative third. Okay, I get what the notation means there. Okay, so let's go to wizardry. Let's get some of these. I want to spend a bunch on wizard's auras. Nice. Guess we should do this. Just need to keep increasing these caps. In fact, 71,000 wood. Alchemical bookcases needs a bunch of control. Alright, I think we need to start generating a bunch of control. Yeah, this is going down now. I just want to get a bunch of capacity. Oh, I did these. I need to generate a bunch of paper before I do this. Alright, let's come back to that later then. Let's do control. So control is alteration. Flow alteration cantrip. Alteration is here. So we'll get the cost reduction and buy a bunch of these. Cantrips, we can level up here. Okay, these cost 29 million each, that's fine. In fact, let's go up one. Okay, we're gonna generate an absolute ton of control here. 10 seconds, 16 million mana, 645,000 skill. Okay, so actually we can't really do... Maybe it's better to do it slightly less efficiently. Yeah, I think so. Go and get more spell books. Go and get a new one of these. This is capped. I guess we can do... I don't really want to spend all my water on that. Alright, come back to that in a second. Maybe do that with the cost reduction. Transmute water? Sure. I'll take that. Go ahead and learn a new one. Channel control. So spend control to get more capacity. Okay. Let's go to my loadout here. Let's transmute water. This is costing 25,000 space per second, so I think we want to just leave that at level, just at 1 of those, but getting some passive water income would be nice for a while. Man, need knowledge capacity. It's gonna be under scholar mentality. No. Let's do some sorcery and memory. Alright, let's see what we can get away with here. Need a lot of capacity for a lot of things. Let's do, yeah, sorcery first. Then memory. Pick up some of that. Okay, while I'm thinking about it, let's pick up one of these for the alchemical bookcases. Mental resource quality. Okay, upgrade transfigure. Wait. Bruce transfigure. Casting it will generate additional essence resources. Additional essence resources. Level all? Okay, so I just need to cast it a few more times. Casting it will generate additional liquid resources. Okay. Oh, this requires 200,000 atomic scrolls. That's not happening right away. Druidic control. Not really that excited about that. I did kind of forget about this talisman. That gives base verdant energy. Oh, no, this is the base wood per second. Yeah, I know about this. Maybe we do level that up now. Get some cost reduction on it. And I want to get the book. Which books are they? Well, let's just do some of that. Let's just get some academic levels. Okay, so 10,000 for that. Okay, let's go chopping wood. I'm gonna grab that. We need a new loadout. Let's go down here. I got a new spell to work on. I want to cast a bunch of this Mana Forge. Ooh, wait, requires 7. Is that right? For some reason, I thought it was a lot less than that. Oh, but expert wizardry level. Okay. Wonder what it is normally. It's probably like 3 is what it was before. Should we just get wizardry to level 8? Or unfortunately, I don't think I can throw a week on it. Or can I? Yeah, because I would need to get experience in it to be able to use an augment. Then I would be able to afford it, but I can't get experience when I can't afford it. A little bit unfortunate that I can't use that to get around it. Alright, well, I'm not going to be able to do it right now, so let's just go ahead and chop these and get working on growing some new things. Wait, why am I getting so much wood? Is that right? 217,000? That feels... Peel the bark off of that as well. Feels a bit strong. Woodworking. Shoot, where's the thing I want? Druidry, maybe? Yeah, I guess get a few levels of this. Let's also get attunement. Natural expansion, sure. Wow, 390 per second. That's really good. I just cannot keep up with this knowledge gap. Like, what is going on? Let's get a bunch of regeneration, I guess. For mana. And we do wisdom. Yeah, we'll do a wisdom thing. Let's get some... yeah, mana infusion too. I think we can... Yeah, we can start casting at a higher level. Reserve level... I'm basically at the point where I just need to find things to do quickly because there's just so much stuff I can afford. Like, so much stuff I can easily afford. Improved transmutations. Sure. We'll take that. Should we go ahead and alchemize something? Let's see what we get. Transmute space or transmute skill? I mean, they're both good, right? This costs control. Not that that matters. This costs knowledge. I think I have a hard time filling up skill, right? Space seems to kind of fill on its own. Skill is not getting generated quite so quickly. Let's choose transmute skill. The problem is, though, I have an aura for this. This one doesn't have an aura. This requires 6... and this requires 6. Okay, so they're both expensive. Alright, let's think about this for a minute. I'm generating 72,000 space per second. My capacity is 182 million. Yeah, no, I've got auras and everything for skill, and I've got spells that boost it easily. I think we go for space. Plus then with just one level of alchemy, we can do even better. Okay. Now, I'm gonna need more space eventually. Transmute efficiency, transmute power. Just level both of them up. So it would cost less if I got a level of expert alchemy. I don't know if I want to go into alchemy though. Like, do I actually want to research alchemy? Alchemy power stats, alchemist effect levels. Let's see what this is. Oh, this is just the capstone. So we get an additional slot. We probably want one additional slot at some point, right? +2 all alchemic capacity stats. All capacities within the alchemical process excluding mechanical. What does this cost? Just control. Wonder if we should just go ahead and get Artificer to 9. All the costs, because the wood costs, I know I can afford the wood costs more easily now, but the other thing I could do is I could say level 4 Artificer is good enough. Let's do I know I wanted expansion for something. Expansion would give me more garden plots. The other one is Scholar. I feel like Scholar is probably the strongest. Yeah, let's go Scholar. I'm just gonna get a bunch of these right now. How much does this increase? This is up to 381,000. Yeah, I'm just gonna accept the fact that we're not gonna get this for a while until we get tons of wood production. Let's just go all in on Scholar. And then we need one more orb advancement and one more cognitive to get the it's gonna be the level 9 under here, right? Mind something, mind mastery. Oh, we need level 10. Okay. So we need 2 more orb advancements and 2 more cognitive. Give me better concept time scaling, attribute develop speed. Yeah. Okay. 730 billion. And I think I want to go back a level. Work some more on workshop. This Scholar's book. So we've got 300,000 wood. Let's do a big paper craft. I want to use this. I guess what I can do is I only care about the multiplier, right? So let's throw a weak on. I'm just gonna kind of spread these out so it's obvious that I'm not supposed to cast all of them at the same time. Oh, we can get a new glyph. Let's do that. Important. Casting other spells will reduce the augmented spell's remaining cooldown. Recharge 1.25 seconds. So that only adds 2 weight. This would be great for that Thunderclap thing. The Thunderclap build, I can just cast the Thunderclaps. And since they, yeah, this actually stacks really well with the Thunderclap thing. Get some really long cooldown spell in there. And then the Thunderclaps will reduce the cooldown by a percentage. And then also every time I cast, recharge it by a few seconds. Dilated. Requires a toggled or channeled spell. Oh, this is really good too because I can throw it on the... I can throw it on my Psychic Blast to make it last longer. Well, I guess that's easy enough to just cast. Yeah. These are both really good, but I think I'm going to try to do a little bit of a combo with this one. Looks like we can keep going a little bit here. This is expensive, but sure, let's just see what the next one is. Small for extra casting speed. Let's add spell weight though. Scholar for experience and mind affinity. Mind affinity, so it's 1 stack per, so I'd want to cast a bunch of these. So this would do base mental resources. And so it looks like it would affect both. So it'd be like 1.04 to the 24th power. It'd be the total multiplier when it was fully stacked. And I'm looking at the stack generation down below. It looks like if it's a spell, toggle, or channel, it also generates additional stacks per second. What was the other one? Small. I mean, I don't have to use either of these. Plus 20% casting speed is a nice little buff, but it adds spell weight just to make it a bit cheaper and faster and weaker. Yeah, I think I'll take this just because it does. It's more likely I'll be able to come up with some sort of clever combo with this. I might not need either of them, honestly. Alright, let me go back and fix this loadout. I want to do a couple of smalls here. Put this over there. Alright, we're ready to do our crafting that we've been waiting on this whole time. I just need to use one of these. And we're going to create an absolute ton of paper. Go back to this. Go workshop. Do I want to reduce some costs first? I probably should. Engineering, workshop costs. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, and then we can go to the workshop. This is already ready at max. Oh, should wait for those to finish. Okay. Scholar's book. Plus 23. Okay, so this is gonna start increasing these caps a lot. Efficient collection. Maybe I should do a batch of magic book too. Base magic resource rate. Yeah, let's get the mana going. Wizardry, looks like we can do a ton of infused mana. Let's do that. We can also do attunement. Maybe we run a few wizard's auras. Oh, the mana cost on those is insane. 730 billion. We're getting up there. It'll be a little bit of a while yet. All right, let's get rid of this. Let's put it on study magic. Probably want to take this up to, okay, we're gonna get rid of study mind as well. What do I want? Mental, world. Let's do, I really need both. Actually, let's just do some restorative learning. What does this do? Permanently grants a passive that generates mana after purchasing an attribute. It's a reflective concept. What am I spending for this? Psi? Gain 50,000 mana. Yeah, I mean, this is just irrelevant, right? So I'm just doing this for the levels, right? Because every time this levels up, concept goes up by 1, which gives me concept speed. I think that's true at least. Yeah, 70. This is mastery levels. If I ever get another reflective that I like, it'll make sense that I put this in. Yeah, these mana amounts are still irrelevant. Gain 500,000 when we're generating 662 million per second. I mean, maybe it would eventually get there, but I think we'll, yeah, we'll leave it at that for right now. Okay, so I think I'm gonna do study world. That's too much. 46,000. Okay, let's do level 8. And then study magic, we've got draining 132,000. You can take that up a bit. It looks like we're out of control. Let's fix that. Oh, out of resources. I ran out of skill. That's interesting. Okay, 24 levels of intellect. That'll help with the mental resources gained a little bit. Let's see, do I want base psi for a second? I don't really need it. Let's just buy some study magic. Probably could have been doing that for a while. This is reflective power. Tension. Should really go back to casting those thunderclaps in a little bit. There should be some more capacity stuff in here. Memory, base mental. Yeah, let's do some of these. What am I looking at here? Restorative learning. Oh, okay, I can mute that. Got it. Why is it going down? Stagnates after repeated use in a short duration. Huh, okay. Interesting. That's a new effect, I guess. 350 billion. We're actually getting close to the amount we need. Yeah, we can do a bunch of this. If I can fill it up first. Okay. Let's go to our thunderclap setup. I'm not gonna mess around with this at all. Let's cast this and see what we get from it. 80 paper. Yeah, it's not really anything too impressive. Actually, is this generating? What's going on? This is hardly generating any psi at all. What's the cost on this? 280 million. Let's level some up. Maybe I just fell behind on levels. Yeah, the psi amounts are really low. How are we doing on spark? Maybe I can buy a bunch of infused spark or something. Oh, and storm forging. That's kind of a big deal. Huh, it seems like this isn't nearly as effective as it was before. Maybe my caps are just out of control now. Increase the output level. We're up to 4 million spark per cast, 8 million on a crit. Yeah, the force spark amounts are really low too. What's happened with that? Was there any more force spark before? Okay, the psi amounts are getting a little bit more impressive. Not great though. Can maybe go here and level these up again. Casting level just went up, so we can do this. The 631 million psi. Okay, now we're back to generating like actual good amounts of psi. Okay, so I think I just fell behind because I hadn't used it that much. I just needed to level everything up. So then we should be able to level... Yeah, get more mastery. Study magic costs 1.43 million. Alright, let's take a break from this, go over here, go to magic, go to wizardry, get a bunch of stacks here. We're gonna level up infused spark once everything is cheap. Okay, and also storm forging with the remainder. Maybe storm reserves. Probably don't need it, but just for the heck of it. Alright, let's go back to our thunderclaps. Okay, now we're generating a good amount of psi. 4.4 billion per cast. I'll probably do even better than that. Oh wait, I ran out of something. Why can't I cast? Billions of mana. Okay, that's why. Okay, so let's take a break from this. How much do these cost? 840 million. All right. So I need yet more mana. Looks like resilience is going to be the trick. Get 12 reductions on that. Let's go to the workshop and see if we can get... No, magic books already cost a ton. How am I going to get more mana? More mana income. Oh my goodness, look at this. Look at this nonsense. Spellcraft costs are like basically 0. Conjurator is costing almost nothing. Let's get some wisdom for higher base mana. Yeah, we can do a ton more with this stuff too. Let's pick up reserves to start with. Oh, maybe that was a mistake. That spent, yeah, that spent a good portion of it. Elemental Shaper, is it elemental resources gained? That's really good. Oh yeah, that's mana regeneration right there. Yeah, I just needed to come back and level everything up again, it looks like. Let's get some Wizard's Aura too. Aptitude, sure. Okay, so we're gonna finish Scholar. Let's do that. We're gonna go here and do the... I think we might need one more cognitive advancement. We've got Overcharge Technology. Technology free level generator effect levels. Unfortunately, that requires Mind, which is exactly what I was about to spend on Mind Mastery here. I need one more of these. I definitely want to get that instead. Bulk Development, we don't really need. Man, so much good mind stuff. Need to put more into magic. Let's see. Requires expansion, expansion. So we got a couple of things requiring expansion. Well, I don't want improved charms. I probably want improved auras though. Or do I want improved charms? This would also spend mana. Or magical advancements. Contemplate 580 billion. We're so close to this. Alright, let's go Scholar. We're gonna do a mentality purchase here. Okay, so that'll easily get me the... Yeah, I'm easily within the cap range now. Now, how do I generate... Probably we do a bunch of focus auras. Might be faster to just do the thunderclaps. Just see. Alright, while I'm thinking about it, let's finish out our agromancy here. Let's heal this. Looks like the amount I get from peeling this is... Yeah, it's starting to fall off compared to... Chop all of these. And then we'll start planting again. Make a decent amount of wood here. Let's raise druidry level at least one more time. And go plant. Okay. I wonder if I just put all of this into Talisman. There's got to be a better setup here. It's just so expensive without the druidry levels. Almost afford that. Okay, one thing at a time. First thing we're going to do is get the Psi upgrade here for an additional concept. Then I need to Generate paper and scrolls and get the cheap, easy upgrades with those. What does this effect exactly? Druidic Talisman effect and Void Moss yield. We needed about 700 billion. Oh my gosh, we got 2 billion spark. What do I even do with that much spark? Okay, well, we definitely have enough of the other thing. Let me just see if I can find something quickly to spend spark on before I lose all of it. Let's buy like one level at a time here. I guess the infuse, once it's cheap. And some storm forging. Okay, well that at least spent it. Let's get some more. Now, let's stay focused. So we have a trillion, scholar, concepts, discover, contemplate. Okay, we've got a reductive alchemy. I mean, useful eventually, but very slow. Very slow. And we got reflective. There's no way I can take a reflective, right? It's just this would generate 4 spark. Probably in large quantities once I got it up to high level. But I just think I have to take all the reductive ones, right? Because reductive is just so much more powerful in the long run. Feels like anytime I take a reflective, I'm just wasting my time. Oh, and I meet the requirements for this because I have expert scholar. Yeah, I'm going to take this. In order to be able to use this effectively, I need passive control income, because I'm going to forget to go deal with that. So let's go and do our paper thing now. Yeah, I think we just make an absolute ton of paper. Using this. Crafting. Okay, any, let's just do the Thaumic Scroll. So that's going to be the 5 spells. Yeah, the 5 Whirling Sorceries. These cost 1.4 billion each. That's fine. Okay, Thaumic Scrolls. Let's go and get this. Let's go here and get some reserve levels. There was an upgrade, right, that required Thaumic Scrolls? Maybe not. Okay, and then Alchemic Scrolls. Let me just cast one of these. These are Essence Parchment resources. Essence Parchment. So, I don't think we have anything that boosts Essence, do we? When we upgrade Transfigure, then casting it will generate additional essence resources. Wait a minute. Because we almost have enough of these. Could we just generate Alchemic Scrolls for free using Transfigure? Or maybe like maybe it means when I cast it, it'll be like it'll give a boost to essence resources. And so then I could cast it as I craft. That might be what it is. Anyway, let's get some base control. Need the cost reduction. We got only 2 levels of alchemical tomb. Oh, but that's multiplied by so much that it's actually generating a fair amount. Okay, so let's go concepts. I think we got study magic high enough for now. Let's go study transformation. I'm gonna get the control cost up to a good chunk of the... Yeah, leave it at level... Leave it at 6. Study world. 115,000. Wait, shape land. Learn how to mold the land and create specialized plots. Unlocks water spring. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Okay, game's opening up. Level alchemy, learn how to raise your alchemy level, increasing alchemy output at an even greater cost. Laboratory equipment. Improved brewing. We didn't even try brewing yet. Biology. Okay, so this is gonna get into those like organic essence and stuff. 1,000 scrolls though. Okay, so let's see how we do generating scrolls from got a new required alchemy, looks like. Ah yeah, brew mana potion. Okay, we'll take that, and might as well do the 10k upgrade here. We have a dimensional salve. Spatial splash per second. Base spatial resource rate, and 20% max spatial per minute. For 4 seconds. Okay. Transmute control. Use skill to generate control. Wait, this completely solves my control generation issues, right? Because I don't even need to worry about spending books on that other thing. Requires 10 space, though. I just don't see myself going for a potion build. Like the max per minute, the base... Looks like it's really just the spatial splash per second that would be, it would scale in power. The others are like special effects, and the special effects don't seem that great. Yeah, let's take this one. Essence resources gained. Right, so that's how I get more of these from each craft. That is super expensive. All right, was there another, I thought there was another... scholarism, alchemy, studying. I could raise the reserve level. What does this do again? It makes the spells cost more. We get better infusion power. It looks like my mana is actually caught up. Let's take advantage of that. I'm gonna do a big cast of infuse. Let's do a wizard's aura. And we should probably do some wisdom to increase the cap, because it's filling up pretty quickly. Maybe I'll get a resilience for the rate and then put the rest into mana cap. That's fine. Cast it at 11. Okay, agromancy. This is ready to be peeled. This is ready to be chopped. And then this needs to be... do a bunch of planting. Should I raise this again? I mean, these costs are so cheap. Maybe we do a couple levels. Okay, so I wanted to upgrade Transfigure, which is going to require 200,000. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the crafting, and then we'll upgrade the mastery. Okay, so scholar, workshop, paper mill, let's see. We should probably do one of these, right? Yeah, let's do this first. Sure. Okay, that looks good. And then... Alright, we're running low on this. What does this do? Weave and harvest costs. Doesn't really matter. Craftsmanship, maybe? Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna do the paper, which is this spell. Tempting to get some more efficient collection, but let's stay on task. And then we're gonna do the atomic volume, or the whatever they're called, scrolls, using this loadout. Not as many as I wanted. What's the holdup? I guess not that much paper. Oh, it's enough. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's a fair amount, actually. Shouldn't complain too much. Alright, so the plan is to upgrade Transfigure, so we need to... let's just cancel these. Go to here. We can probably raise this output level now. Let's cast. Go to the spellbook, level all. Okay, we can upgrade Transfigure now. Okay, so what does Transfigure do now? It does... Ugh. Only times 1.1? That's disappointing. Essence resources gained. These are just going to be so expensive to make. I'm gonna have to think really carefully about exactly what I want them for. I never got Mind Mastery, right? I need another one of these. This comes from Scholar and Alchemy. So Scholar is nearly there. Alright, let's just get some cheap upgrades. And actually do some capacity. Some intellect, I think. Then maybe study magic. Got a little bit of a second to think about it. Probably focus aura? That's expensive. Compartmentalization. Maybe grab a retention as well. Let's just keep going for a little bit while I'm thinking about these. Study harvesting, plot XP rate. I think this is cheap enough now. Invest a little bit of wood into it. And let's grab study artifacts as well. Okay, so we're going to go for Mind Mastery. This gives some better concept time scaling, concept effect levels. That all looks good. What's the free technology thing? I remember seeing like free, here we go. Overcharge technology. Oh, this is the capstone. I forgot this was a capstone and I still don't have, yeah, I need more mind stuff. All right, so we need to focus more on, I think we need another spell slot. Yeah, let's do this next. Expert Wizardry. Let's go ahead and take it up to 6. Oh man, there's so much stuff to invest in. How did I get Storm to 2 and never do anything more with it? Well, the fact is I need to spend something that's magic. So, yeah, Wizardry it is. Let's see what the Artificer cost is now. It's up to 7 million wood. Yeah, I don't know how you keep up with those if you've leveled a bunch of other stuff. Maybe there'll be like spells and stuff later on that'll deal with that. What does this give me? Cantrip, primary, wizardry effect levels. Yeah, it's fine. Do I want to do one of these? Improved artifacts. Artifact capacity. Do have a lot of technology points. What is this? Improved transmutations. No thanks. It's good to see that my playstyle hasn't changed. Last time I played the previous patch of this game, I would always use up all my mind and ability advancements, and I'd have the magical ones left over. Speaking of artifacts, create, that requires a ton of bark. I don't really see anything that I can easily work on right now, so maybe we just keep pushing alchemy. So what's kind of the next thing? 1,000 scrolls for that. Let's make a mana potion. Yeah, get that brewing. Transmute control is too expensive. Channel control gives me more capacity. Transmute water. Increasing alchemy output at an even greater cost. Okay, so once I get that mastery up, we can increase that. 100,000 control to get another... Okay, let's try this. I'm gonna make a bunch of weak transfigures. So I can get 5 times 1.1 essence resources gained. Oh, alchemic scrolls cost 4 spark. Oh geez. So man, okay. That changes everything. So this is my loadout to generate these, but how do I get 4 spark? This is ready to go. The problem is this just doesn't give very much, does it? Okay, let's make another tree. I'm gonna chop 2. I think this is fast planting. Yeah. Let's make another 4 spark tree. The planting isn't as fast as I wanted it to be. I'm thinking maybe now that I've leveled my stuff up, this tree will be more powerful than the other one. And I can get more 4 spark that way. I don't know. Who knows? Alright, unlock. Spellcraft. Let's do it. Get some new spells in here. Okay, Ocular Magnification. This is the Divining spell power. Maybe for generating a ton of skill. No, I think we're pretty settled on not taking this path. Oh, condensed time. I think we take this, even if it has a 360-second cooldown. Time sickness per second. Oh, 20 spell wind. We'd have to make a little bit of an investment to be able to use this one, but let's take a close look at this. So, all speed stats means increases swift power is assembly. Oh, I see. Okay, so all of these things. Okay, let me go back to here. The cooldown being 6 minutes is a little bit annoying. And obviously I'd have to way level everything up to be able to do it. Total speed stats. I mean, that's a lot of stuff. Plot growth, plot recovery. It's channeled. So I couldn't take advantage of the casting speed. Time sickness. You will pay for your time crimes. So while you have time sickness, it just looks like you just have to wait this out, right? Because you basically get 1/1000th of the power special and cooldown for this particular spell. So you just have to wait it out, it looks like. I mean, we're not going to be using it until I can afford 20 spell weight anyway. And the other one is just not that exciting. That much divining spell power seems like a lot, but I could just level up that one, what is it called? Aptitude. Already got it at almost that much, and it's cheap right now. Alright, we'll take condensed time. We need to get a lot of spell weight to take advantage of that. Alright, looks like we have capped out on some space stuff. Okay, that's too expensive. Yeah, by a lot. Steady transformation. This isn't really helping me that much right now. Looks like we got the levels high enough for now. So let's do something else. What did we analyze mental. This could be a lot higher probably. Let's see. 387,000. Yeah, we can keep leveling this up a lot. 1 million per second. Yeah, I can just keep boosting this. Yeah, this can go so much higher. Let's see, what's the other one I'm doing? Study World? Can I afford more of this now? Maybe one more. Should really do something else though, right? Instead of 35 million. Yeah, I can just keep leveling this up. You do study mind or magic? Let's do mind. Having these both going at the same time seems cool. Study mind and analyze mental. Let's see, 139 million per second. One more level of this, maybe? Okay, that seems like as many points as I want in that. And then this one can be leveled up a bit more. So this is mental attribute cost. This is Scholar cost. So my scholar stuff should be super cheap now. 343 million, 437 million. Okay, I think that's good. Let's go look at scholar. Yeah, things are getting cheaper and cheaper. Yeah, I'll take that. Okay, so we have metabolism and cauldron. Metabolism is resource power for potions. Yeah, it's just a bunch of stuff I don't necessarily care that much about. Okay, it seems like my druidry level is about as high as it can be now. The drains that these things are causing. Shape land requires 600,000. See if I can make more water easily. Loadout. +3. Well, we can just create it, right? Create spring. Just do all of these at the same time. Oh, whoops. I ran out of resources. Well, I did create a lot of water. Ooh, the Echo Cast is... The Echo Cast is free. What? Wait a minute. The Echo Cast doesn't cost the drain. So I can just, you can just cast a whole bunch of spells, and anything that doesn't echo, I can just cancel. Wait a minute. That seems broken. Okay, what was I gonna do? Something with water. So that's probably world, shape land. Oh, why is my space taking so long to fill? For 1 second, 11.3 thousand force spark per second. Why does it only take 1 second? Because I made it so fast with this. Wait, so 4 seconds times that is going to be... Yeah, I guess you get the same amount either way. For 17 seconds, 6,000 per second. Wait a minute. Okay, so that is what it is. I can get... Oh, I'm gonna get so much more force spark from this now. Okay, so I have to periodically replant my force trees. Like, I have to chop them down and make new ones from the oak trees.
if I want to get like a large amount of bark. Yeah, that's insane how much more I get. So I gotta like keep track of which one is which and chop the bad one down and make a new one. Okay, let's go ahead and pick up this. It's probably time to get more levels of this talisman. Let's do that with the discount. Hey look, we're actually earning thousands of wood per second, passively. What a nice change. I really should have invested into woodworking before I did all that. Get more building resource quality. You can cut the cost down for these things here. Not the most important thing to do, but I can at least do a max buy of this. Get some mana infusion, get some resilience. Yeah, resilience is fine. And these things don't seem to produce as much absorption as I would like. I should at least do 2 of them. How many billions does this cost? 8 billion? 15 billion? Alright, Shaped Land is ready. Doesn't seem to be... Oh wait, here we go. Shaped Land. Requires more empty plots. Right. Tree size. Oh man, I feel so confused because it's like I'm getting this leveled up. Which means we're getting base wood per second, but in order to keep leveling it up, I need to make my trees more and more powerful, and then it's like, why do I even bother with this? It's not really doing much in the grand scheme of things, I guess. If I'm just producing the resources anyway, Did I ever get innovation, mind mastery? Yeah, we got the concept time scaling. We finished that. Oh, look here. Ooh, greater discovery, +1 discovery options. Yes, please. This is so cheap. Yeah, I know it uses up a mind thing, but I'm fine with that. Good to be able to see more options when we choose new things. This could really help with concepts. Make sure I don't have to choose a reflective concept. Okay, this is getting a bit ridiculous. We got so many of these magic things. Do I want to do luck? I feel like I don't do anything that uses luck. That fruit tree, I think, was the only thing that worked with luck. And I'm not using that at all. I guess Spark Chaos, that would use luck. I can probably delete some of these. It's generating 16 base per second. Let me just see. 11.5 thousand. Yeah, I think I can get most of what I need. I'll keep like 2 of them. Let's go and plant some more trees. Yeah, I'm not ready to do Shapeland yet. That takes 5 plots. Gotta delete one of these when I get the opportunity. Research. Where's the technology that gives me more plots? Here we go. Improved soil. Wait, why can't I do this right now? I need expert expansion 6. Okay. Plot growth speed, empty plot recovery speed, druidry cost scaling. Yeah, I want to get at least 1 level of improved soil. Now, I could just do the free technology level. That requires 2 mind things. Because I'm currently working on wizardry. To get that up to level 10 and get an additional spell slot. Why did it say 2 plus 2? So these are irrelevant, basically. Let's just get rid of this. Can I learn a new thing? I can. I think I already got that +1 choice. Yeah, okay. So we got an experience elixir. Studious power, reflective power, attribute develop speed. Not bad. Mental interest per minute. Concept speed. Generates supply based on a percentage of the current supply every minute. So this would be for like a... Like if you wanted to do some crazy build where you just get your capacities as high as possible. Oh, this would be so weird. Because it's so slow to produce this. It only lasts for 8 seconds. You'd have to just like constantly use these to charge up. I don't think there's any way this works. It would be an interesting build, right? Because then you don't have to worry about production at all. You just focus on it on generating interest based on what you already have. So you forget about the production stats. You just get your caps sky high, and you never spend more than like 1% of your current amount. That would be so weird to do. Mentalist salve. Plus 20% max mental per minute for 4 seconds. Mental splash? Okay. I like having a source of mental splash that doesn't require... Yeah, because this wouldn't take up a slot. And it gives me... Okay, so the max mental would be good if my stats just become insane, or if I have a... Like, if I have control, and the control capacity is just so much higher than what I can generate, then I could just use this. The splash would be useful for if there's a craftable resource later that's mental. I think this is the best one. Experience is kind of cool, but let's just take this one. So what we could do is do this. And then use the extra to transmute more water. Or actually, wait a minute. Forget that. Let's double transmute water and single transmute space. Yeah, nice. Okay. That's expensive. Academic's not too bad. Let's get a bunch of that. All right, let me just buy one of these. That gets me this level here. Gives me an artifact upgrade. Let's take a look at artifacts. We haven't done much with that lately. Create... Alright, this is the thing that requires the bark. I'm gonna forget what I'm doing, but we're gonna go look at this. This is the one that generates... I think this is the bad one, right? Because it generates only like 15,000. I feel so silly if this is wrong. I wish there was a way to like cycle through them and look at the other one. Maybe there is. Worst case, I just chop both of them down. Okay. So then this one... Yeah, this one generates much more. Okay, perfect. So we can go and peel the bark off of this. That's a ton of bark. We're leveling up the thing. Okay. Next we convert this to another tree. And we plant a whole bunch of saplings. Improved soil. Right, this required expansion. What do we have for magic again? Ooh, we've got this reinforcement thing. Now that I can actually afford resources, yeah, I actually have a decent supply of these things. Let's learn reinforcement. Okay, and then magic. We've got casting. We've got durations. I like durations. Durations is really nice. And that spends my magic. Oh yeah, perfect. Durations, emblem max stacks. This is exactly what I want. Dimensional cost scaling, yes please. Oh, this is a technology resource that costs magic. I can just dump my points into this. Perfect. Okay, I really like this. So greater durations. Yeah, we'll grab that. Any of these other magic ones? Rest, I don't care about. Special? Special stats is nice. I do use the spell specials a lot. Primal cost scaling. Okay, I'm gonna hold off on special, because I might want to do a lot with the duration thing. Wait, what happened to my duration? Oh my goodness, look at how much stuff we have. Convert technology, one technology free level. Wait, what? Phases of research's level. That doesn't seem right, does it? Now this is just bad, right? Because it's like spending 8 to get 1 level of something. I kind of want to know exactly how this works, but I think that what's going to happen is I'm going to get 1 level that I can go in and spend on a single one of these. And that just seems wasteful. We got a lot more stuff here to look at, because we've got convert technology, we've got convert magic. Oh yeah, I can convert extra magic advancements into orb and technology advancements. That's really tempting. Convert cognitive and ability, we would never do that. Tool artifacts. Treasure trees. Learn how to convert energy trees into treasure trees. Did I even make energy trees yet? Oh yeah, those are the 4-spark ones. Glove artifacts. Okay, so here's the special thing. So I guess the question I would ask myself is, would I rather do... Ooh, parallel minds, we get more attribute development and concept slots. Not really as interested in that now. I feel like doubling was good enough. I don't think we need to do more than that. It's much less effective after this because it's only like plus 50% effectiveness for the second level. Yeah, so I think I'd have to choose between doing greater special for something like this and just converting them into orb and technology advancements. There's a lot of these I just don't care about. I would never buy these over orb and technology advancements. All special stats. Spell special effect. The alchemy and potion specials. Emblem power. I am going pretty deep into emblems. And then what does this give me? Improved special. Plus 4% all special stats. And looks like it can be continually leveled up. Yeah, a lot of the spell specials are quite powerful, and the emblem effects are pretty good too. Definitely tempting. What I really want to know, though, is where is my magic thing? Improved auras, improved charms, improved durations. Here we go. So I need to continue leveling up expansion to get my duration and emblem max stacks. All right, I definitely want to go for this. So we're gonna take a detour and get 2 more levels of expert expansion. Before we finish the wizardry, I think. Yeah, that's fine. Let's go ahead and grab this now. We just need one more orb thing. Let's just buy a bunch of cheap stuff. I think we have a bunch of probably dimensional stuff that's cheap now. There's definitely going to be a lot of stuff that I can afford. A lot of levels in. Let's get some urns of holding. Just get some random levels and things that don't really matter that much for now. Transmute power and efficiency could be nice. Alchemic ability. Alchemic command. Probably afford a bunch of levels in Conjurator. Did we already level this up? Probably did. Yep. Orb advancement. Let's get this last level of expert expansion. Then we want the technology here. Improved durations. Yeah, plus 10% all duration stats. I can see really dumping a bunch into this. Making all my spells last a lot longer. Probably makes the emblems last longer too. Not that that really matters. Is that expansion done yet? Oh, we need more space. I guess it finished. Okay. Improved durations. Get one more reserve level. Take output level up. These cost 80 billion. Alright, let's cast it one level reduced for now. Spellbook, spells, level all. I really need to go through and just like cast everything once. And get a bunch of spell levels that way, I'm sure. Okay, so we got the 137,000 bark. Let me check this agromancy stuff to see if there's anything to work on. We've got a... Oh, this isn't as good, is it? Why is this one not so good? It's 3.5 seconds of 14,000 per second. Yeah, this lasts twice as long. So why would one of them be twice as good as the other? An excellent question that I do not have the answer to. All right, I'm gonna take that bark and finally do something with it. We're gonna go to crafting. We're gonna go to, oh, I forgot about the wooden supports. Do we want to do this? This would be... Can I just do one of these just to see what I get? Looks like I can afford to craft quite a few of these. Skill wood and force bark. Let's see what we got. Upgrade materials. Learn how to invest material upgrades into your resource types, improving all their associated resources. Huh. Wonder what that does. Okay, workshop, world, scholar, magic. Should have gotten something from that upgrade I purchased. Oh, here we go. Alchemic, notes, magic notes, notes. And then under here, we should have the... No, so it's just the notes. Improving the effectiveness of all those different things. Okay, this might have been a waste of points for right now because... Yeah, these are a bit expensive for my taste. Probably wait a little bit before we start investing in those. Let's just grab a level of craftsmanship to get that level up. Oh, wait, it's out of 90. Okay, what was I thinking? We were gonna do... Okay, I've got the 4 spark. Now I need paper and then thermic scrolls, and then we can craft the other thing. Okay, so paper first. It's a lot of paper. Okay, now. Thermic scrolls is going to be this tab. I'm not going to spend 2 million of these on this yet, but it is interesting that we're getting close. Alright, almost 900,000 crafted in just a short time. Okay, so now alchemic scrolls. We want this for the times 1.1 essence resources. This is essence parchment. Actually, before I do this, I should have boosted parchment for everything, but let me just see if I can afford a decent amount of this. Oh no, this will use up my crafting resource, so I can't really invest in that anyway. Okay, here we go. Let's see how many alchemic scrolls I can get out of this. Wait, what? Alright, let me see. What did we run out of? Skill. Okay, I've just got to cast this at low level then. That's all. Glad I realized that before I clicked the button. Yeah, okay, I gotta cast these at very low level. And then they'll be fine. We'll still get the max effect from the special, which is all I care about. Okay, looks like we are... Just really quickly take a detour. Dimensional. Can afford 14 stacks now of these. Okay. Back to control. Magic casting. Okay, this should be very, very cheap now. Still times 1.1 per. Okay, crafting. Now, unfortunately, the duration isn't long enough. Yeah, so I want faster crafting speed next time I do this. Yeah, because they're going to start to run out. Get some echo, at least. So we converted, I think we had like 100,000 for Spark. We got 500 scrolls. So we need to be a lot more effective in the long run. Alright, let's pick this up and see what that does. Alchemy level. 2 times alchemy speed, 2 times alchemy drain. So biology requires 1,000. We're not that far off from that. World. Scholarism, alchemy. I mean, these are just going to cost this resource, so I'm not going to buy it yet. And then we've got alchemical tomes for more base control per second, and mentalist book. Yeah, everything's too expensive. So I think the plan is we'll just do another batch, do another few batches of Force Spark, do another crafting batch, and learn biology. And then hopefully that'll get me something. But that's gonna have to wait for next stream. Made some good progress this time. But gotta go take a break. I wish I could just play all day, but alas, it's not to be. Alright, thanks for hanging out, everyone. Appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.